In 1814 we took a little trip along with Colonel Jackson down the mighty Mississippi. Took a little bacon and we took a little beans, fought the bloody British in the town of New Orleans.
The Battle of New Orleans was a battle that occurred during the War of 1812. This battle happened between December 24th, 1814 through January 8th, 1815. The Americans, including militia fighters, slaves, Native Americans, and even pirates, were commanded by Major General Andrew Jackson, while the British forces were commanded by General Edward Pakenham. The Americans were able to prevent invading forces from taking New Orleans as a strategic tool to end the war. General Pakenham attacked with 6,000 regular soldiers and 1,000 black soldiers, but was still unable to defeat the American defenses. Colonel William Thornton crossed the river with his regiment of 1,500 regulars in an attempt to flank the Americans. Thornton and his men subdued 800 Kentucky militia, denying them the use of their naval guns. This allowed Thornton and his men to advance behind Jackson's position, but due to the poor, muddy conditions of the battlefield, the British had a very difficult time advancing through to the Americans' position. Only a few British soldiers managed to reach the fortifications, and those who didn't ended up being killed or captured. The main assaults failed to make a breach into the Americans' fortifications, and the Americans held the British off with gunfire. The British naval ships attempted to bombard the Americans for 10 days, but to no prevail. General Jackson and his 4,000 men were able to defend from the British and everything that they threw at them. The Treaty of Ghent was signed on December 24, 1814, but the battle would go on until all the British forces finally retreated on January 18, 1815, finally putting an end to the Battle of New Orleans.
Well, we looked down the river and we seen the British come, and there must have been 100 of them beating on the drum. Stepped so high and they began to sing. We stood beside the cotton bales and didn't say a thing. We fired our guns and the British kept a-coming, but there wasn't as many as there was a while ago.